Hi, I'm Sheilaa Hite, world-class astrologer, tarot master, spellcaster, medium, and all-around magical being. And I'm here today to talk to you about the astrology for this week. This week, a lot is happening. The last few weeks, enough has happened. This week, a lot is happening. So I would like to start out with a theme for this week especially. I think it's the theme for life, but definitely for this week. And it is, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. We really, really, really need that, especially now. And it's especially important because everything, it appears, is in the sign Aquarius. And Aquarius is the humanitarian, the sign of friends. So again, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. So let's talk about February as a whole before we get to specifics. And I'll be reading to make sure I don't miss anything. This is quite a month. The planet Pluto is the most powerful planet of all the planets. It's a catalyst for major and very necessary change. And humans do not like change, but it is important, which is why we wind up having outside influences like planets or rules or people to come along and nudge us when we're really complying and push us when we're not. Pluto is the great healer. Pluto is also the great detective truth-sayer, and it is great at ferreting out the information that is in the dark and needs to come to the light. And Pluto is also that which sees and orchestrates the transformational processes we all have to go through, which orchestrates the endings, the beginnings, and the passage through to the light. Joining Pluto in this month, and for quite a while, but joining Pluto, which has just gone into Aquarius, are the planets Mercury, the mind and how we communicate with each other, Mars, how we get things done, and Venus, how we value things, including ourselves, especially ourselves, self-value. Venus also rules healing and balance. So this combination of Pluto, Mercury, Mars, and Venus is quite a combination of energy. Now, we've only got 10 planets that we work with. And before this month is over, we're going to see 6 of them in the sign of Aquarius. So this planetary combination will reveal the longer-term intentions of Pluto's mission in the sign Aquarius. So begin to notice this month deep themes, recurring themes, because those deep themes, those recurring themes, are going to be recurring for the whole time Pluto is in the sign Aquarius, which is quite a few years. So we'll start with Monday. Monday, the planet Mercury, the planet of communication, how we gather and process information, is in the sign of Aquarius, as you know, and that means it is together with, we call that conjunct in astrology, together with the planet Pluto. Mercury in Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius. What this means is Mercury is out there thinking and processing and figuring it out, and Pluto is this super intuitive. Pluto is super deep. Pluto is super about healing, and it's about revealing the truth. So, intense and opinionated are 2 words I would associate with this week, especially Monday. Pluto and Mercury conjunct, intense and opinionated, and always, always intuitive. So the things that are hidden from you, are they really hidden, or are you just choosing not to look at them? These words are all especially powerful, so be aware of intense, opinionated, intuitive energies. Also be aware of what you say, because Mercury, what you say, is involved. And when you take something like Mercury, how we reach out to each other, how we connect with each other, you have to make sure that you're not reaching out with a sword. You don't want to cut anyone or yourself. With Mercury conjunct Pluto, if you're not mindful, that's a possibility. Wednesday, we have the planet Venus, balance, healing, women, diplomacy, money even. So we have Venus trine. A trine is like a triangle. It's a harmonious, beneficial aspect. And we have Venus trine Uranus. Well, wow. Uranus is the planet of unexpected occurrences. It's the planet of divine insight. It's the planet of genius. It's the planet of insanity. And sometimes we don't know what it's the planet of, because Uranus is always changing on us. And it's those sudden changes, those unexpected changes. So Venus, which is going to bring some calming energy to the erratic Uranus, we should be grateful for that and breathe in this, in a way, this respite from all of the wild energy that's going on, especially this week. So with Venus trine Uranus, freedom is very important. Free thoughts, free feelings, the free actions with responsibility. And Uranus is important too because of independence. We need to value ourselves and we need to be free and independent. You do not get to determine what makes someone else valuable, and you don't get to determine what constitutes freedom and independence for someone else. Be mindful of yourself. Be mindful of your path. We also have on Wednesday the planet Mars, how we get things done, sextile the planet Neptune. A sextile aspect is an opportunity aspect, meaning Mars will not connect with Neptune unless we consciously, purposely put them together and they can then help each other. Neptune is the planet of the soul, of spirit really moving along its path. Neptune is the planet of illusion, which is great if you're a creator. Neptune is the planet of deception, fabulous if you're a spy. Neptune is the planet of self-deception, never a good thing. So, with Mars sextile Neptune, consciously choose to use your energy to connect with all that's beneficial and positive about Neptune. Mars, your energy of getting things done, connecting with Neptune, your spirit, your soul, and how you operate in the world. Are you in a truthful space with yourself? Are you in a deceptive space with yourself and or others? Then on Thursday, we have the sun, that big ball of fire in the sky, the life force planet. It's very important. It rules the ego. It rules the heart. We have the sun square. A square is an abrasive, frictional aspect. The sun is square Uranus. Well, the sun is the ego. It's also it's the ego, and it is the heart. It's definitely that. However, when the ego makes an abrasive connection with anything can happen, that's what usually happens. Anything happens, set off by the ego. It's never a good idea, I think, to follow your ego around, because if you are not leading your ego, which when at its best is serving us, when it is not serving us, we must be careful to know that we are serving it. It is never a good idea to serve your ego. So keep checking in. So with the sun square Uranus, that's Thursday. This is a day of choice. Choose with your ego or choose what will be best for the good of all. Uranus, after all, does rule the humanitarians. Your nerves might be a bit frayed today and your sensitivity may be high. So chamomile tea, wear warm fuzzy clothes, things that feel good. And if you've got a particular blankie, Carry your blankie around. Maybe your blankie is a good luck coin. Maybe your blankie is an actual blanket. I would suggest you not carry that into the boardroom meetings. However, have something that soothes and calms you. Because once you're soothed and calm, remember, the sun is brilliant. Uranus brings out the genius in a moment. When you're calm and soothed, you can actually tap into your genius and use it. Then on Friday, we've got the big wow, making everything that's happening with the planets in Aquarius, bringing them all to 6 planets in the sign Aquarius. We have on Friday the new moon in Aquarius. A new moon is when the sun is in the same sign and degree as the moon. They act as one. So the new moon in Aquarius on Friday. That means, among other things, moon water. Please make your moon water. I will tell you in a few minutes how to make the moon water. Please make it, because this moon water is extremely potent. Also, I'll talk to you then about your moon water cup. So, the new moon and moon water. The new moon is exact at about 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday. Wow, a new moon is always a powerful time to begin new endeavors, but this particular new moon is more than that. This new moon, the sun and the moon, are in Aquarius. And Aquarius is the sign of the visionary, the ideas that come to you, the things you see, the things that are in your heart. These are messages from the divine for you. As long as those messages involve all of us, taking care of all of us, including ourselves, we're doing the right thing, we're moving in the right direction. The new moon in Aquarius is the sign of the humanitarian. It's that aspect of ourselves that must be original, progressive, and daring. Not provocative, because we don't need that when Uranus is involved. And Uranus is the ruler of the sign Aquarius. But we do need to be progressive, original, and daring. This new moon is also brilliant for us, brilliant in feeling and in action. We get to choose whether it's a good brilliant or an oh my God brilliant. The new moon is also in a square aspect with its ruling planet, Uranus. Aquarius's ruling planet, Uranus. When the moon and the sun are square Uranus, now we had the sun square Uranus the day before. Now they're all together, the sun and the moon squaring Uranus. When that happens, it promises the unexpected, the unorthodox, the new. If we are careful and mindful and watching what's going on and listening to our intuition, this will be a great thing for all of us. If we are in our egos, if we are sure that we're right no matter what, if we matter more than anything else or anyone else, there's going to be a problem. There's going to be a big problem. And you don't want to start off the new moon to the full moon cycle with irritability or with problems. So do this. It's advised that you pay close attention to yourself and don't give rein to your impulses. You must remember to be mindful, or you'll be reminded by outside forces. Be mindful, or they will come in. Deep breathing is very helpful. Just stop every once in a while, check your breathing. Deep breathing, oxygen to the brain, oxygen to the blood, oxygen. It's important. And grounding exercises are good. And a very good one is just to imagine, if you're sitting or if you're standing, that there are the roots of trees are coming from your feet and going into the earth and grounding you. You need this grounding. There's a whole lot of energy moving around faster and in a more volatile manner than you're used to this week. I would suggest you wear ankle weights, especially on the new moon, but all week. And you may think I'm kidding, but I'm not. Some ankle weights, some 1 pound ankle weights, they'll remind you to stay grounded. And very important, because every step you take, you will feel the energy and you will feel the weight of being on planet Earth. This is a good time to do that. Now then, Saturday, Mercury square Jupiter. Mercury, how we think, how we gather and process information, and an abrasive square aspect to Jupiter. This is the time, remember this, though you know you have the answers, though you know you're right, please don't speak. Just listen. This is not the time to prove that you are the smartest kid in the room. This is the time to go, interesting, wow, and move on. Your time to speak will come, but it'll come when you are not rendering yourself defenseless. Mercury square Jupiter, your ego's involved, your fiery energy's involved, your mind is involved. You are pretty much defenseless. So be good to yourself in this. Do not let your ego run this show. So, again, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Now, about the moon water. First of all, here is the moon water cup. These you can get from me. You go to my website, SheilaHite.com. The upper right-hand corner, there's a small picture of the moon water cup. Click on that, and it'll take you to directions on how to order your own. It comes with an instruction sheet, moon water instructions, new moon and full moon magic and manifestation, and the bonuses, and the bonus expires actually with this new moon coming up on Friday. How to create your personal money magnet. This is phenomenal. The money magnet gives you access to income with no money, disposable income. Only the income with money, but disposable income. Income and money that don't belong to a bill, that don't belong to some sort of payment plan. The only person who gets paid with this particular system is you. And not only do you get paid, but that energy that goes into paying you creates more of itself. So definitely go to my website, SheilaHite.com. You'll find it. Now, to make moon water, take your cup. Some people use a jar or a jug, at least a cup, fill it with water, and place it where it can get the rays of the moon. Now, cover it, please, with something, because critters love to swim in moon water. I don't know what it is, but I do know what it is. They figured out big, important, powerful things are happening here. Let's go for a swim. So, moon water cup, fill cup with water, place some sort of covering on it, place it where it can get the rays of the moon, and leave it there. I like to start 2 or 3 days before the full moon, or the new moon, the new or the full moon, and I like to leave it there. It reaches the new or the full moon, its peak, and then it releases for 2 or 3 days. After that, I drink it, or I pour it into my bath water, or I sip from it, not just drink it all down or sip from it all day, or I put a little in my food. And I have a friend who's very good with plants. She uses it for her plants, and they are thriving. So if you want to thrive where you are planted, make and use moon water. So on that note, again, the theme for this week, the theme for yourself, the theme for others, in a world where you can be anything, please be kind. Bye.